It is currently the 10th of February. I think my last video uploaded on the 4th of February 2021. It's been a long time. A lot has happened. I have a lot to update you on, but first of all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eleanor Howlett and I'm a fantasy writer. I'm still working on my novel Living in the Moment. It's a new adult fantasy that I hope to publish traditionally, and work has been on and off for the past few months. Before Christmas I went through a several month-long period where I had no motivation, I didn't have a good routine, I wasn't really doing much at all, and it was horrible. I hate not doing anything with my time, but I was pretty depressed and just struggling mentally. And then for Christmas, we managed to get to Florida to see my husband's family, and it was a much needed break. I came back from Florida early January, just completely renewed inspiration, motivation, and I hit the ground running. I got into a really good routine from day one, and I've already had an off week, but this week I managed to pull myself back together and get back on the horse, as it were, and I've been galloping since then. So I'm pretty confident that in starting making videos for my channel again now, I will be able to keep up with it. And I think that making videos also actually helps me to stay motivated to write and edit. So I'm really excited for finishing this novel, for expanding my channel, and actually having something out in the world, hopefully soon, that has my name on it. So yeah, that's where we are right now. I just wanted to give a quick update. This is where we are, and I want to get some writing done now. I want to jump straight into it and just... I've wasted too much time already trying to film the intro to the video because I've completely forgotten how to do all of this. So yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna have a time lapse. We're gonna have a writing time lapse, and I might do a voiceover. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a time lapse, and if I can figure out how to add a voiceover, there'll be a voiceover. If I can't, probably gonna edit this out. Aha, I've figured out the voiceover. So I'm just going to explain what I'm doing right now. For the past few months, I've been working on and off on what I'm calling the 8th draft of my novel. Now, my process for the 8th draft is a little different than my process in all of my other drafts. I've actually been editing it backwards. So I started with the last chapter. Currently, that is the 35th chapter, and I've been reading each chapter back from chapter 35, and I'm currently working on chapter 5. I really wasn't sure whether this would be a good way to edit or not, but honestly, it has been amazing. It's given me some really good insight into the cause and effect of events, because when you read in chronological order, you get the cause of the events, but sometimes, at least for me, I find it difficult to connect the effect, the after effect of the events with the cause. So reading backwards allows me to see, okay, this has happened because of something that I set up earlier. Does this work as a conclusion, as a climax to this mini subplot, or not? It's been so useful to help me separate the events and really figure out what works and what doesn't. It's also incredibly useful to see where the plot holes are, and if something actually doesn't get tied up that I did set up earlier in the novel. So yeah, I highly recommend trying this if you're stuck for editing or you don't really feel like it. It allows you to see your novel in a completely new way. You're reading it in a way you've never read it before, so if you're kind of getting bored by reading your novel over and over again in chronological order, it's just a good way to switch up your editing style and give you a fresh perspective. So I'm still working on chapter 5, and I'm doing a lot of rewriting at the moment. Not even rewriting, I'm basically adding a lot of new stuff. Like, I've literally added, I think, almost 3 pages worth of new, completely brand new from scratch writing, because what I had before is essentially not very descriptive. It's very kind of like, this happens, then this happens, then this happens. When I say descriptive, I don't mean adding in like, oh, the trees were green. I mean, not very emotionally descriptive. So my main character's emotions weren't being conveyed very well, and I really struggle writing in the third person. I've been really struggling this whole novel to really show her emotions and show how she's feeling without telling how she's feeling all the time. Cause yeah, there's time when telling is better than showing, but no. I mean, for me, I definitely need to show more than tell, and I'm really happy with what I've written so far. I'm definitely doing a much better job of showing her emotions, and yeah, it's going really well, although adding 3 pages to this chapter. Chapter 5 was already one of the longest chapters in the book, so I'm definitely gonna have to split the chapter up, which really annoys me because I had 35 chapters. And if I split it up, there's going to be a total of 36 chapters, and that annoys me because I like the number 35 more than 36, but it's not worth having a super, super long chapter, especially so early on in the book, just so that I can have a nice, neat number of 35 total chapters. It's not worth it. I don't know if I could merge 2 other chapters at some point. I might see if I can do that. But no, that's the kettle. No, I need to just split the chapter up. So that's going to be fun, but I'm really happy with the progress I'm making so far. It just doesn't really feel like I'm actually making that much progress because I've been working on chapter 5 since yesterday. Like, I spent all of yesterday working on it. I wrote 2 of the new pages yesterday and then about 1 new page today in the session just now. And I would have liked to have finished editing chapter 5 by now. I'm not even editing right now. I'm adding new stuff in, which I really shouldn't be doing at this stage. But I am. Now that I've figured out how to do voiceovers, I'm actually really enjoying making them. So I'm probably going to make a lot more of these in future videos, whether you're enjoying them or not. I don't know why it's easier for me to speak more coherently when I'm talking into a microphone on my laptop than staring at my phone camera, but somehow it is. Anyway, I'm just doing pretty much the same as I was before. This will just be a short little clip to show some of the work that I got done. Nothing really different. I'm still sort of adding more text in. I made some small changes. As you can see from the highlighted page next to my laptop, I've like changed the stuff on the page that needs changing, but that's more just grammar stuff. And I think this is going to be it for today. I've done a lot. I've made a lot of progress. I've been really motivated, and I'm gonna work on editing this video, getting it up, and planning my next video because I'm gonna try and update on a weekly schedule every Thursday. And I really hope that I manage to keep this new routine going. As I said earlier, I feel like I'm not making much progress because it's not so much editing that's going on right now as writing new stuff, but I am making progress. I think I'm definitely going to have to split chapter 5 into 2 parts, which is not going to be fun. I'm trying to look for a place that would be a good place to split it, but because it's one scene, like the whole chapter is one scene, it's kind of difficult. I might be about to come across a part I can split it, actually. I probably will. After I finish filming this clip, I probably will keep working for like 10 more minutes, even though I really do need to go get the laundry and put laundry away and start dinner, but it's okay. I can spare 10 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. I just really want to get it done. I'm so close to the end now. Like, I'm so excited. Literally, the light at the end of the tunnel is in sight. I can see it. I can feel it. I am so excited to begin the querying process. I cannot wait. I probably will I probably will send out for beta readers first, because while people are reading my novel and giving me feedback, that's when I'm gonna start putting together queries. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to research agents and put together queries. I know that putting together queries is going to take a lot of time. You're supposed to personalize the query to each agent, so it's going to take a lot of time, and I'm going to do all of that while people are reading my novel, and any changes that people suggest I make, I can then make before I actually send the queries off. But it's going to take time, basically. But that's fine. I'm happy for that. I want to get this novel finished so bad. There are so many other things I want to write. I have so many other stories that I want to get out there. And I also really want to start working on book 2, because this is supposed to be a trilogy, a 3-book series. And I need to at least have an idea of how book 2 is going to go for when I pitch it. So yeah, a lot that needs to happen, but it's so close to happening now. I'm so excited. I just wanted to say, if you watch this video, thank you so much for coming back to my channel and for sticking with me. I hope that my journey is actually going to make some tangible progress very soon, and I hope that you stay with me because it should be really exciting. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. Yeah. If I edit this back and I'm not perfectly centered, it's gonna really annoy me. Oh, I blinked. Everything's fine. I need to just start. I feel like I should close the door. I don't need to close the door, but I kind of want to. I don't need to close the door. It's kind of distracting. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's been so long since I did this. I like having this in the background. I feel like that's aesthetic. It's fine. And if I move the camera more this way, you're not gonna see the writing. I think it's fine though, because the writing is its own. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Oh my goodness. I'm trapped in the desk. See, hello to Marshmallow. He's going to go on the radiator. He might fall off the radiator. Oh my goodness, that wobbled. That makes all the difference. Marshmallow. Okay, Marshmallow. That balances out me on this side and Marshmallow and writing on that side. That I hope to do. It is a new literally the light at the end of the tunnel,